But
Good
we
luck.
are live. All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to the DaneBramage Rocks channel. We have Marco here. He's actually on the road, but he decided to join us anyway. And thank you all for coming in. This is amazing. Marco, thank you so much for, even on the road, jumping in and doing this interview. A lot of people are anticipating it. We're very excited here. So say hi.
Hi, everybody, and hello to you too, because I've been watching your videos, like I said to you privately, since the first one, and they were cool, and I'm happy to be here. So, yeah, perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, so as you guys see, Marco's in his car. He is traveling right now on the road doing some things. We got caught up a little bit before, but yeah, so I actually wanted to start off. I just saw a video, a short with you yesterday, getting a new tattoo.
Yeah, I got a new tattoo, like maybe you saw the video, but I got it like 2 weeks ago, but
Yeah.
in a less than a week. So in about 5 days, I'm finishing it because it's a bigger piece. So yeah, I'm still have to going to finish it. But yeah, the last time it was really hard because so when you do a big piece, you can
Mm-hmm.
get a feeling like you're coming down with a fever or something like that. So I
Yes.
was driving and coming down with the fever. uh, at least it felt like it, so it was really weird. But the rest of the hand it's not that big part, so it's gonna be fine this time, I hope.
Oh, I get it. I got a tattoo like fully up to my shoulder, down a quarter of my arm,
Oh,
and then it actually just stops right above my sleeve. But
okay.
yeah,
So
so I totally get that feeling.
you're not bragging with it.
So-
I know a lot of people, like, they have it like at the start of the shoulder, so they always pull their shirt up like 100% of the time. Just, bro, just do it
yeah.
on the rest of your arms.
I'll leave my shirt on today.
Yeah,
And you got your hoodie on and your jacket, so
yeah, it's
I did
colder
see
here.
that video. That was so awesome.
Yeah.
So you grew up in, is it Umag?
Yeah,
I say
actually,
that
correct.
right?
That's right. Yeah, it's better than half of the Croatian said it. So yeah.
It seems like a nice small town-ish.
Yeah, about 3,000 people, maybe a wee bit more, but about, like, let's say five. Yeah, it's a small town, and now I'm moving to even a smaller town because, like, I don't know, I like the quiet places. I never saw myself growing up in a big city, or I don't know, whatever. Even the main city, like the capital of Croatia, is too big for me. And when you compare it to USA or even Europe cities, it's not that big of a deal, but to me it is.
I am 100% with you there. I actually grew up in a very small town as well. I graduated with 42 people at a high school. And yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, when I joined the military, they moved me to a big city, and I'm not a fan. I actually lived in
Yeah.
LA for about 4 years, and that's just way too crowded. So I'm also a small town
Oh.
person.
Yeah, LA sounds horrible. I mean, I don't mean to offend anyone, but it sounds just like so, like the traffic jams and
Hmm.
just a lot of people. I don't know. It's not that I don't like people. I just don't like crowds. So LA sounds like a nightmare.
I am 100% with you there. But it is. It's the anxiety too that gets me as well. It's just too many people, too much going on, the crowds, and especially you now being a celebrity. I bet
Wow.
those big areas would probably be a little overwhelming for sure.
Yeah, well, in Croatia and like in Balkan in general, but when we came to Wroclaw in Poland, there were just a few people stopping me, nothing crazy.
That's
But in
awesome.
LA, I don't think anybody would like recognize me. I actually think that Maneskin, part of the reason why they moved to America is that, I would presume, maybe because I could imagine seeing Damiano walking through LA and just nobody bothering him. I could imagine that. Like, they're big in Europe, but I don't know how big they are in America.
They're actually they're bigger than you realize. So uh
Yeah.
they because they did the song with Tom Morello and they play it on the American Airways all the time. I actually got the record right there.
Uh, ah, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I actually have Monoskin here, and I actually do follow
Ah,
Damiano because I know he's doing his solo project.
yeah.
So I've been reacting to his songs as well. But yeah, they're a little bit bigger here than obviously not as big as Europe, but probably still not to the point where he's going to be getting his jacket torn off if he walks down the street or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that makes
That's what
sense.
I meant. It's not like when he probably walks through Rome, it's same as Eminem walking through I don't know, New York, whatever. But it's not, you know what I mean. It's not,
Yeah,
they're not gonna tear his jacket apart. That's what I meant to say. It's
right.
a maybe a calmer life, yeah. But I bet they're big. Song with the Tom Morello. They were on Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel. I don't even remember. Like few
They were.
years ago, I think. Yeah, yeah. So I bet they're big. I just don't know how big.
So speaking of then, so you were in a band, you play guitar, right?
Yeah.
Mono Ink, right?
No. So
No.
my brother was in Mono Inc.
Oh, Martin. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Martin was in Mono Inc. And I wrote music for Mono Inc.
That's what it was.
Uh, yeah, yeah. So I wrote music for them. And at one point, when Baby Lasagna started to take off, Martin just took over and joined Lasagna and left Mono Inc. because it was easier for him. With Mono Inc., he was supposed to live in Germany, and just it was harder for him to go there and live far away from his home, not knowing the language. So it was way easier just to go home and play with me. And of course, since we were kids, we always dreamt about like playing in a band together, and it's going on right now. So it's really cool.
We're loving this journey you're on as well. It's been so fun, and I promised myself I was going to bring up Eurovision because I know that's what everyone asks about, and that's where you guys got your big start. But there's something that I caught on to in reading through one of your bios. You actually did get a first place award from the contest. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
I did. Yeah,
The
yeah, I did.
Eurovision.
Yeah, I got a few awards. So I've got the award for, I don't remember. I think Ogae,
Hmm.
which is like the Eurovision communities around the world, chose my song to be the best song out of everyone. So that means a lot. So again, it's the people
Yep.
that voted. I think we got selected as the best outfits, but I'm not sure if it's for performance or the Turkish carpet.
Hmm. That's
So
the one I was actually
that
referring to.
yeah.
It's called Eurovision for the most remarkable outfit.
Right,
You won, and then
right.
Katia won that last year, which I thought was funny. I was like, okay, so both the people's champs,
Yeah,
won that
and
award, so that was
also
fun.
there are three statues, so it's by basically one award but three categories for
Hmm.
the best song by the people, or no, best song by the journalist, best song by the authors, and I don't know what's the third one. And Nemo got two, and I got one. I got the best song by the journalist, so by their pick. So yeah, I got a few statues that I came home back with.
Awesome. That's super, super fun.
Yeah,
So some of your musical influences. I understand you like, well, Electric Callboy,
yeah,
21 Pilots. Yep.
yeah.
Any,
I saw
so who are
that
you
right
listening
away.
to right now?
Right now, maybe I should go in my Spotify, but I mean,
Everything?
yeah, but I don't know. I was listening to a lot of trap music, and
Oh,
I didn't even notice until Elizabeth gave me the phone and said put something on, and I was like, I don't know what, and she was like, yeah, just please don't put that hip hop trap music. You're always listening to that. So I started. Oh yeah, right. A few days ago, we started to listen "Bullet for My Valentine," and yeah,
oh,
like the millennial, like emo core, and yeah, Billy Talent and stuff like that. So yeah,
you just gave me goosebumps by saying that.
yeah, yeah.
That
So
album, Poison, is 20 years old, actually, and they just released the 20th anniversary album. I actually have a pre-ordered, so I'm waiting for it to get here.
oh really?
Uh,
I didn't know.
oh my god, that was one of my most favorite bands back then. I love Bullet for My Valentine. They are phenomenal. So yeah, their 20-year album
Oh.
for the first album, and waiting for that to get here now. That's super cool about that.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a cover of I don't know any song because it sounds cool, like on my Instagram, and then I followed them on Instagram because
Hmm.
I forgot about them, and then I was like, maybe I should hit them up if they're up to some featuring, or I don't know, it would be cool. Baby Lasagna and Bullet for My Valentine. That sounds so wrong. I don't know why. Baby Lasagna featuring Bullet for Valentine.
I don't think so. I mean, Electric Callboy just did a song with Baby Metal, and that's something I never thought I would see.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
And I
just
saw there.
bizarre, but yeah, they
Yeah.
did it.
Do you like that song?
Ratatata,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
yeah,
funny.
dude. They just come in, they're like ratatata. I was like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, they're funny Germans. I
They're
mean,
hilarious.
yeah, one of my favorite bands for sure. And
Awesome.
I saw that they're doing really good when it comes to like touring. They added another show in London in Alexandra's Hall. Then I
Mhm.
googled it and I look at the capacity and I was like, oh, maybe one day I will do it also. I hope so, because it's like huge. It's like 10,000 people and it looks gorgeous. Like all the venues in England look really, really good. I don't know, it's the architecture or whatever, but they really look cool.
I mean, I think 100% you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to get there. Every song that you've released so far is phenomenal. I'm digging Biggie Boom Boom. It's actually Catch Me If You Can. I love that song a lot. We were just listening to that yesterday. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of, so which one of these videos was your, what can I say, most fun to record? Going all the way back, because Don't Love Yourself and Don't Hate Yourself Too Much, or yeah, I mean, that one just cracks me up every time I watch it. And then Catch Me If You Can is hilarious. And you got me. You were in the chat during my premiere when the internet went out. I was like, no.
No, it's I don't know. Every like video shoot has its own like story and a like specific feeling about it. I remember recording Don't Hate Yourself. It was shot in I don't know, 20 minutes maybe.
Okay.
So it was supposed to be like simple lyric video. It turned out way better than we expected.
It's amazing.
I remember Elisabetta being so pissed. I don't know why. She was just angry that day. I don't know why. I think it's probably because something I did or didn't do.
Oh my goodness.
But it was a really short shoot, and we were like finished the video really early. But then when we talk about Rim Tim Tagedin, that was shot in a span of like 5 days, so it was really long shoot. But it was also like, I don't know, you felt something like something serious is going on. Like all IG Boy and Don't Hate Yourself, we were doing it for us, because of us, and it was all simple and kind of naive and hopeful. And then all of a sudden, before we even started the shoot of Rim Tim Tagedim, they called me up and told me that I was on Dora, and the hype started to like rolling, and Baby Lasagna started to get attention. So it was like, okay, we're doing something that somebody's gonna watch this, you know what I mean? But because before it was like 300 views on the video, and now like the eyes of Croatia are upon you, and now you're shooting a video. But we weren't really scared. It was just, it felt like we're doing something, I don't want to say important, but something like that. I don't know what's the word, like something crazy, something, I don't know. And yeah, Biggie Boom was like 3 days, big production, like huge production. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it felt really strict and professional. And Catch Me If You Can was just me and Elisabetta didn't work directly on this video. We gave everything to our friend Matteo, because we were busy with private things, so we couldn't like concentrate and find the time. So we just showed up on the location, and we shot it in a day and a half. And it felt pretty weird, because ever since I was a musician, we were shooting videos ourselves, you know, everything from pre-production to post-production, and it's usually a long and a stressful process. But this was just weird, because you showed up like some kind of a celebrity or a star, you know, everything's waiting for you. When it's over, you can just leave. You don't have to collect anything to you know. It's just weird.
That is awesome. Yeah, I see you doing a lot of behind the scenes, getting the makeup all done. Actually, for Catch Me If You Can, I thought that scar on your nose was real. I'm like, oh, what'd he do before he recorded this? And I realized it was makeup.
Yeah, I saw a few comments that people thought that was real and that we were covering it with makeup, but actually that was makeup. Yeah, and it was really good makeup. It was fun. I love to do even more makeupy things, but not like I hate the thing that's like, what do you call that?
Contacts?
The
Oh,
no,
the eyeliner?
eyeliner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. But I would like to do more prosthetics, like the Penguin, the series that came out with Colin Farrell,
Yes.
and they did the whole prosthetics. Like it was all of a sudden
Yeah.
he was really fat, and so it's really cool. I would like to do that sometimes in the future.
That's awesome. Chat's going pretty good over here. Someone asked the question. Here it is. Who comes up with the ideas for the videos?
It's usually so like 90% of the time it starts with my really broad idea, and then
Hmm.
I tell it to Elizabeth, and she makes it happen.
Perfect.
That's it. I
That's
just
it. That's easy. That's awesome.
funeral sounds fun. Let's do that if you think we can, and usually we can. But yeah, it's Elisabetta is like I just say words and she makes it happen. I mean, this sounds like I'm ordering her. It's not that, but I don't have a clear idea, and she makes it like a clear vision or whatever. But me and Elisabetta.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I was watching the official music video, Tarim Tim Taggy Dim. There, you guys were downstairs, and there was a lady kneading pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that? Is that someone in the
That's
family?
Yeah, that's Elisabetta's grandma.
Awesome. That's what we thought. That's super
Yeah,
cool. So you
yeah.
had most of your guys' family there, right? Doing that shoot.
Yeah. A lot of family, a lot of neighbors. Nobody was actually an actor there or whatever.
Awesome.
Those were all just like the people that live near us
Hmm.
in a small village. So it was like that. And that pasta, it's not even fake. That pasta is the pasta that Elisabetta's grandma usually makes for holidays or whatever when we come around. And it's a traditional Istrian pasta. And she really like she taught me how to do it on the set, and
Ooh,
now I know how to make that pasta. Okay, it's been a year almost, so I probably forgot because I didn't do it
it's
afterwards.
been a minute.
But yeah.
So speaking of which, what's your go-to food then? Like what's not sure about much of the Croatian food choices or anything like that, but what do you
Mhm.
guys typically like to make or prepare?
Well, uh, we like chicken. We love chicken, and now we're
Great.
getting into some vegan stuff because I don't know. It's something new. It's tasty, but I don't know the names of it. It's I don't know. But
Fair.
I don't know if you know the story. I usually, before like no, three, like 5 or 6 years back, I weighed about 110 kilos. I don't know what's that in American, but
A
I
little
was
over
really,
200 pounds, probably. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, 220 is 100, so
Yep.
220 maybe.
Yep.
Uh, so yeah, 220 plus a bit more, and I started to go on a diet, and I did it, and since Dora I gained 10 kilos, so I'm doing a diet again.
Okay.
So now I'm just eating healthy throughout the day, and once a week I just have a cheat day and go full out. And when it comes to cheat day, then it's fun. The donuts in the morning,
Ooh,
pizza at night, and lunch is like open, and I can improvise. I can do whatever I want on lunch.
awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, usually just rice, chicken. But Elisabetta makes it fun with the vegetables and I don't know, like different sauces. And she is really a good cook.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Uh,
love Asian food. Yeah, that's
ooh,
sorry.
I think everyone
Yeah,
does.
yeah. No,
For sure.
actually, the guy who shot "Catch Me If You Can" video,
Yeah.
we were like, we were just a few days ago together, and I was like, okay, let's go get food and Asian food. And he was like, no, I just only eat Eastern food. And I was like, what are you talking about? You eat, yeah, Eastern and Italian. So what? You eat like 3 groceries. I
Huh.
don't know. Yeah, it's a weird thing to do, but I was like, okay, I guess you don't like rice. Who doesn't like rice? I mean, you can find rice boring, but I don't know. I mean, I've never heard anyone say I don't like rice.
Yeah,
Like
you can literally do anything with rice.
yeah, it's like I don't like water. What?
Right.
I can get how it can be boring and you don't want to eat it, but to dislike it is like what?
There's
But
so many
whatever.
things you can do with rice. It's like just find a way to like it. I don't know.
But I bet you somebody in the comments is like, "No, I hate rice."
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm trying to like look over at the same time. There's so many people just going nuts over here. It's awesome, but I actually a lot of people are speaking Croatian, so I have no idea what they're saying. But
Yeah, maybe just so you guys watching, maybe you should write in English because I can't see your comments. Only he can.
um, yeah, and the comments will be as soon as we're done recording. They'll always be there anyway, so we can definitely translate and respond to someone later. But I noticed. So you went to sound engineering school in Ljubljana, right?
Yeah.
I've actually been there twice, and I love Slovenia. I think it's a new country as well. How was it hanging out over there?
It was Ljubljana. I always said that Ljubljana is one of the cities that I would move to if I had to move out of Croatia, because it has like opportunities of a bigger city, but it has a small city vibes. It's not that
Exactly.
huge. It's really nice, and I love the Austrian architecture over there.
Hmm.
It's really beautiful to be, I don't know, in Ljubljana, and the language barrier is not that difficult because we can understand each other almost everything. So when it comes to basic words, you can like find your way around it. And there are a lot of Croatian, Serbian, and Bosnia people there, so also that plays into a role. So because all of my professors were Croatian, so
Oh,
it was easier for me to just talk in Croatia. So yeah, I have a fond memory of my time in Ljubljana. It was really nice.
that's funny. I told my wife the same thing. I'm like, if there was any other country I would move to, it'd definitely be Slovenia. I loved it up there.
Yeah, it's
Um,
so random. I mean, you're from USA and you would move to Slovenia.
well, here's why. So we caught up. We chatted, 5 minutes before we went live, and believe it or not, so where I live in the United States, the state of Colorado, we are actually partnered with Slovenia military. So that's why I go over there. So our state is partnered with Slovenia. So I've been over there a few times to kind of cross train with their military as well. And they
Oh,
come over
cool.
here. So we're partnered with Slovenia and Jordan actually there. So that's why
Slovenia
I've
and
been there.
Jordan.
Hmm.
What's Slovenia and Jordan?
No, Slovenia and Jordan, the country Jordan.
Ah, okay. I,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you said Slovenia and Jordan. I started to think about Michael Jordan, then Luka Doncic, who is
Yeah,
like
no.
it's like, what?
Sorry about that.
No, yeah, sure. Well,
um,
that also sounds random, like Jordan and Slovenia.
yeah, so we travel to those two places a lot. And oh, here, maybe you can answer that. Can you see these if I pop this up? Can you see that one?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, that's a sweet comment.
Oh, cool.
She's asking you, isn't Marco wonderful and fun outside of being talented? We love him very much. So
Oh, we
that's
do.
not
That's
really
why I have him on this channel. Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Actually it was watching your tour vlogs and then obviously your music videos and you performing on stage even at the Eurovision Song Contest is why I was like, I got to talk to this guy because your energy and your persona actually match mine a lot. And I thought this
Mhm.
would be a great collaboration. And as soon as we put it out on the channel, everyone was like commenting like, you two have to get together and talk and just chat and do all the things. I'm like, we can 100% try to make this happen. And here we are. So
Yeah, it's I mean, not to be flattery or anything, but it's weird to me how easy is talking to you. It's really easy to talk to. So
same.
good job. I mean, I've been talking to a lot of news reporters or
Hmm.
whatever thing, and that's not always the case. You have a lot of time where you're just not vibing with the person. And it's like half-assed interview. But yeah, this is different.
I've seen some of those interviews, and I kind of wanted to go into this not making it like a standard interview. Like I got a list of questions. I literally just want to get on and chat and just vibe, and
Yeah,
it's going great.
that's why, because for me, I'm a fan of podcasts and I love doing podcasts. The only
Sweet.
thing about it can be scary to, because you're just talking, and people may or may not take it like differently than what you
Right.
meant. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the longer version can be scary, but it's never stopped me from doing it. So I've done few podcasts, and I'm gonna do some in the future, because you can just talk like a person, not like a thing. Like you want to get something from me, and I want to
Exactly.
get something from you. It's just a two dudes or two girls or whatever just talking.
Just talking. I 100% agree, and I love that. Let's see. We got another one here. What's this one say? Here you go.
Kacha vlog. So they're asking when the vlog is coming out, and that we're gonna see each other in a few days on my concert in Slavonski Brod. Yeah, guys, come to Slavonski Brod. It's gonna be fire. But when the new vlog is gonna come out, I don't know, because Martin is my brother, is the one who is doing it, and he's not doing a really good job now, is he? I think it's been like 2 months since the last vlog, and he's always there. I'm gonna go and do it, but he never does. So spam Martin, not me. I don't know what I don't want to, because he then gets angry at me for being annoying. So you can maybe annoy him. Go spam Martin.
Go get them. Are you guys going to start a podcast, you think, sometime? Or do you already have one going that I don't know about?
I don't know. I'm a big believer in a sentence that resonates really hard, I think, and that is, there are too many podcasts out there. Not
There's a
everyone
ton.
should have a podcast. Like every other person has a podcast, and sometimes just, bruh, no,
I get it.
no, it's okay.
Actually,
You don't have to.
yeah, when I started doing reactions on on this channel, I started getting pop-ups from all the others, and I realized how many other people are out there just listening, reacting to music. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is so saturated. There's so many.
Yeah,
But I kept going.
yeah, and I also feel like a little bit overwhelmed. Not really, but I'm starting to be. So you have to think about, concerts, writing a new
Yep.
album, promoting merch, doing a tour. Then there are like partnerships on, social media, like influencer stuff, of being a musician. So there's a lot of on my plates. So I couldn't imagine myself doing a podcast right now, except if somebody else would like take care of everything and I just show up. But I don't like to do stuff like that. So it's not, if my heart's not into it, then it's just boring and unnecessary.
Hey, that's fine. I tell you what, every now and again, if you want to pop on this channel, we can do a catch up. We'll call that good.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, someday I'd
Amazing.
actually like to talk to the rest of the band too. We saw you guys do that 15 minutes talk before you drop Catch Me If You Can, which was awesome. It was great seeing everyone back there. Yeah, it'd be cool to catch up with everybody there.
Yeah, maybe we could do it after the tour. So by the end of the April, so when we can come back and when we're full of experiences and everything, so maybe we can all just jump together here and like do just talk.
If you're okay with that, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Here,
sounds
I love
fun.
this one right here. So to answer your question, I would 100% love to go to one of Marco's concerts, and I plan to. We'll just see
Yeah,
when that happens.
yeah,
I had a lot of
yeah.
people ask that. So, you ever going to come to one of his concerts? I'm like, I'll do my best. I have a passport. So,
Yeah, so maybe you can come to Ljubljana when we play there again. But I don't know. We're thinking about doing some like bigger, what would you call it, leg tour. So it's a
yeah.
part of the tour, so we call it a leg tour. Maybe in America, Japan, or Australia. So
Ooh.
something of those three. For me, I would personally would love maybe most to go to America, just because I see it on the TV all the time. So
Uh-huh.
it feels half familiar. So yeah, maybe America.
I'm sure that'll happen. I mean, they're still new, still up and coming. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be down the road for you, 100%.
Yeah, it would be cool just to do a few shows, like small shows, like of course, like maybe 100 to 200
Yep.
people, just to maybe have a field trip with the boys. We don't have to even like earn anything, just to have fun, just to go there.
See, now everyone in the chat saying, Dane, come to Zagreb. I
Yeah,
hear
you
you guys.
should.
I will 100% try to make that happen. Here we go. Is that the crochet on the seat behind him? Looks like your
Yeah,
headrest.
yeah. I have this. I just put it I don't
Yep.
know. I had it, and I just put it on my headrest in my car. Yeah,
It's
it's
very baby lasagna of you.
yeah. It's kind of I didn't think about it really too much, but maybe I should, because now it looks like, oh, you want to be recognized as Baby Lasagna or whatever.
Eh,
But I just put it. It's just fun. It looks
yeah,
cool.
you do you. 100%.
Yeah, yeah. I have one beautifully made custom made Baby Lasagna hoodie, and I don't ever wear it because I don't want people think like I'm just some egomaniac, wearing my own shirts.
Gotcha. Yep,
Yeah,
that makes
but it's
sense.
really beautiful. But it's beautiful.
So now that you guys are married, I know you're still touring and all that stuff. Any plans for families? I know you said you're moving back to a smaller town. What's the
Well,
future
I don't
look like?
know. We'll see. I mean, well, the only thing on our mind right now is just doing this album
Mhm.
and finishing our house. Just
Good.
so that's the first thing. But we're open to it, and sometimes in the future, God willing, we'll do that. Yeah.
Awesome. And for now, you have pets, right? You like pets?
Yeah. Of course, you know it. Cats all
Yep,
the
the
way.
cats.
Yeah.
Speaking
I,
of,
I would.
hey, oh, sorry. Here's Declan. This is actually my youngest kid. He's got your shirt on. Go ahead, show him. Hello.
Hey, man.
We bought him that
Hello.
about a year ago when it first came out.
Oh, you got the hottest one, the Steve.
Yep, the first edition there. Woo! Hey, buddy. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
He's a huge
Everything
fan. He just wanted to say hi real quick, but he's
Hi,
11.
hi, Declan.
Yeah.
Oh, 11 years old.
Yep.
Wow. I love your hair.
Thank you.
I guess you look like Kurt Cobain.
Ooh, from Nirvana.
The,
You don't know who
yeah,
that
from
is.
Nirvana. Yeah. But I think that's is a good thing, I like how Kurt looks.
I do too. Yeah, he made us. He was very adamant about growing out his hair, so we're letting him do it.
Yeah, I think I'm doing it also right now.
Yeah, as long as you're good, we
Yeah.
won't cut it off.
Yeah.
Cool. All right,
Amazing.
go ahead. Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, awesome.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know you're on the road sitting in your car. We've gone 35 minutes. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
Anything else for the chat? We've been popping in between 150, 200 people, but I'm sure the views as we go on will get more and more. That you want to say to
Yeah.
anybody else?
No, just thank you for your support, and in Croatian, ljudi, vidimo se na sljedećim koncertima, sve možete naći online, tako da to je to. I just told everybody, just if you're from Croatia, to visit our shows, that they can find everything online. And thank you for having me. It was really good, and I hope we can do it by the end of the April after we get back from the tour.
Yeah, more than willing to keep this a running thing. And yes, I did see you had new merchandise, new shirts pop out.
Yeah.
Hopefully those have been going pretty good.
Yeah. They've been. It's a cool design. So yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought I had it written down. Last thing before I let you go. With all the songs, you're planning on doing an album, right? Or a EP,
Yeah.
maybe?
No, it's an album coming out by
Good.
the start of the 2025.
Perfect. Vinyl?
Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a limited edition of vinyl.
Oh, save me one, please. It will go right up there.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, cool. I will do.
Appreciate it. Cool. All right, everybody. Hey, want to thank you, Marco, and I know you got Elizabeth sitting next to you for popping in, sitting in your car while doing this interview / chat. Thank you all the viewers that jumped in to check this out, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. And again, Marco, thank you so much. Be safe on the road, and we will 100% do this again.
I will. Thank you, and see you soon.
Yep. Everybody else,
Bye.
keep on rocking.